This is Potters Lane in Sent, Surrey. It's a residential D road connecting the A247 with the A3, but every day it is also used as a rat run. For years, residents have reported speeding, heavy goods vehicles, congestion, pavement mounting, damaged vehicles and property, near misses, collision and accidents. We asked a simple question. Was this simply residents' perception, or could it be demonstrated by evidence? So we decided to find out. We collected photographs and video, examined highway records, and obtained information from Surrey Police, Surrey Fire and Rescue, the Ambulance Service, Surrey County Council, Surrey Highways, and National Highways. And gradually, a remarkably consistent picture emerged. Take heavy goods vehicles. Surrey County Council recorded 93 heavy goods vehicle and articulated vehicle movements in approximately 1 week. Look at some of the vehicles using this road, and then look at the road itself. Surrey County Council has now installed signs acknowledging that Potters Lane is unsuitable for heavy goods vehicles, and that is welcome. But it also raises obvious questions. Why place a sign in such a position that when approaching from Sent, no heavy goods vehicle can see it? Why are there no signs on the A3 Potters Lane junction? And above all, why are so many heavy goods vehicles using Potters Lane? And then there is speed. Here we don't need opinions, we have measurements. During 1 week in February 2025, Surrey County Council recorded 13,795 vehicle movements. In one direction, 66.1% of vehicles were speeding, and the highest recorded speed was 62 miles per hour on a residential road with a 30 mile per hour speed limit. One of the most important things we discovered was that there isn't one single Potters Lane problem. We identified 7 distinct areas. At one end, congestion, heavy goods vehicles, pavement mounting and speeding. Elsewhere, narrow carriageways, blind bends, and conflicts between large vehicles. At Church Lane, Sand Hill and Vicarage Lane, difficult junctions, poor visibility, flooding and ice. And at the A3 end, an entirely different problem emerges. That explains why residents living only a few hundred meters apart can describe Potters Lane differently, and both could be completely right. Statistics, however, don't capture everything. Repeated congestion, an unreported accident, car damage, inconsiderate parking, endangered pedestrians, risk to animals may go completely unreported. This poor resident, who lives near a tightening in the lane, reports that the wall of his property has been repaired 8 times because of collisions. Each authority may only see a part of the picture. Residents live with all of it. Official records do corroborate some residents' concerns. The ambulance service recorded 10 road traffic collisions attendances between 2021 and May 2026. Police and fire and rescue records provide further independent evidence. And then there is the A3 junction. This is where the story becomes particularly difficult to ignore. This problem has been known about for years. In 2019, Surrey Police examined the collision history. They identified 10 injury collisions in 3 years. 6 appear to have the same underlying cause. Drivers were apparently mistaken Potters Lane for the larger junction further along the A3, entering too quickly and failing to negotiate the bend. Please notice the skid marks in front of the exit of Potters Lane onto the A3, where no doubt vehicles had to brake very hard to avoid a collision. A police road safety officer personally drove the route using satellite navigation and reproduced the problem. His conclusions were striking. In his opinion, the only sure way to remove the collision pattern was to close the A3 Potters Lane junction. Surrey Police supported closure. Surrey County Council Highways supported closure, and Sent Parish Council supported closure. And this wasn't merely discussed. Engineering work subsequently examined improvement, partial closure, and complete closure. Drawings were produced, but the junction remained open. And in May 2025, National Highways formally identified the A3 Potters Lane as a collision cluster site. In 2026, National Highways allocated £175,000 to investigate it. This isn't the Potters Lane Road Safety Group declaring the junction dangerous. It is National Highways' own assessment. Unfortunately, accidents are not isolated to the A3 Potters Lane junction. The ambulance service highlighted a hotspot on the bottom of Sent Hill and Potters Lane. The blind corner with fast traffic approaching from the right may contribute to the risk. Accidents also happened further down the lane towards Sent Road. Potters Lane near the New Inn is also not immune from accidents. And what do the residents think? From the 29th of June until the 20th of July, helped by volunteers, the Potters Lane Road Safety Group carried out a resident survey. We approached every eligible household in Potters Lane. 122 residents responded. That was an 81.3% response rate, which is remarkable for a voluntary survey. 83.6% of residents provided written comments. They described speeding, heavy goods vehicles, difficulty walking safely, fear of the A3 junction, and a declining quality of life. The consultation demonstrated overwhelming concern about traffic and road safety, together with substantial support for formally considering closure of the A3 junction. And the pressure may increase. Approximately 4,000 additional homes are planned or proposed across the surrounding area. We cannot predict exactly where the additional traffic will go, but it makes one thing increasingly difficult to defend. Doing nothing is not an option. Potters Lane is a rural D road with multiple different issues along the lane. There are encouraging signs. The new heavy goods vehicle signs have appeared. National Highways have allocated funding, and Surrey County Council and National Highways are discussing potential options of a way forward. We welcome that. We want to work constructively with the authorities. We will listen to alternative solutions. The Potters Lane Road Safety Group has documented their findings in a report which will be presented to all relevant stakeholders. But after everything that has now been established, another discussion cannot itself be the outcome. The evidence must lead to decisions, and those decisions need to lead to action. The residents of Potters Lane have done their part. It is now time for the responsible authorities to do theirs.